Hello everybody, this is Linda with Copperhead Collectibles. Today we are going to go over some tools of the trade of collecting coins. It has become a new passion of mine. I've been a collector most of my life. I love collecting stuff. So I have jumped into coin collecting, and it is an exciting thing to do. It really is exciting when you find a really good beautiful coin or you find an error coin. It definitely lightens up your day. It's really exciting. It's not just an ordinary coin that everybody handles and we all take for granted all the time because we just toss them around, throw them in our wallets and our purses and our pockets, and there's actual real value to these. So you never know what you're going to have. And I found some really good coins in my pocket change. So like a 1943 penny. I mean, those are really valuable. So I decided to make this video to help you guys, you beginners like me who want to collect coins, and give you an idea of what you might need. I'll give you a little pan here of the table that I've put together of all the coin information and things you're going to want to have. It just makes coin collecting easier, more enjoyable when you have the right tools for what you're doing. And you can see there's multiples of different things, and I will go back through them one by one and explain what they are and what their purposes are and so forth. And you will at least learn something, something handy for coin collecting. Sorry about that. So we'll set you back here, and I will back up again. All right, and let's look at what we got. And now I would think the number one thing you want to have is your coin book. This book will be your coin Bible, call it, because when you are learning what coins are important, what the values are, how many coins have been minted in that particular coin, which will tell you if the coin is low mintage, then it's more rare, obviously, and if there's a high vintage, then there's obviously tons of them, so they're just more common of a coin. So if it doesn't have an error and it doesn't have a low mintage, well, the coin's just a common coin. Then it's just those ones that you want to use for money. But if there's a low mintage on it, and it's got some errors on it, then it could be a pretty good find. So you never know what you have. So that's why you always look at your coins. I can't stress that enough. Look at both sides of your coins as well. Just glance down. If there's an odd number or a year on there, throw it into a safe spot till you get home and look it up in your little coin book, because this will help you decide on what the coin's worth and should you give it back, take it, put it in a wrapper, or send it to get graded, different things. So this will help you get a good idea of what you're looking at. It gives you pictures of the coins you're looking at. So you can, it's an actual visual of the coins, so that's really helpful. And I went through the book, and yes, I know you're not supposed to write in a book, but I'm a note taker, and I like to notate. So I will go through a book, especially if it's my book, if it's reference book, I will go through and make, highlights my certain points. So I don't have to go back through and, figure it out and to see what I'm really looking for. So that it helps to highlight, you want to highlight maybe your silver coins, any kind of known errors. That there is some known errors, so there are in here. But not all errors are listed. So always keep that in mind. Not all errors are listed in this book, not at all. So this will just be your reference of what your coins are valued at and what's good. So this is the 2021 value book. They have a blue book as well. This is for resale values, and the blue book is more for manufacturing, trading, if you're actual in business for it. I'm not really sure about the difference, but the pricing is higher in that book than it is here. So this one is more of a common used book for collecting, not the blue. So I'll have to get a blue one just to see what the references are, but I know they're different. There is higher and this one is lower. And also you might want to have a notebook. I keep a lot of these. I've got tons of these throughout my life. I've collected and I write journals. So these I've had since I was a kid. So I use these books all the time, different ones. Some are spiral, some are not. But I like the leather bound, they last longer. And, I just put down, my notes. And I've got a error book here. I can show you. that I collect. See, I like this one. This is my error book. I put the tabs on it, so it makes it easier to go to the page. And when I'm watching people's videos, looking for errors, you know, I journal them down in my books, you know, and I write them. I write it all down so that I got quick reference. These are my notes. You know, I really do take a lot of notes. So these are always really good, like I said. So for coin collecting and knowing what you have, I've purchased my coin program. Instead of having this is like my error coins. This is like when I'm looking for certain things, so that I know, as a quick reference of, you know, when I'm getting ready to get into dimes, you know, I'll pull this book out, look at my dime errors, and so I have a fresh memory of what is out there in dimes, because every coin has a different kind of errors. So you and you can, there's known errors. So these are the known error ones, but you always want to look at all the spots on the coin, because you never know where an error is going to show up. So that's just as a reference. And then if you want to inventory your coins, I have Stamp Manage for my stamp collection. So I decided to go ahead and buy Coin Manage since I didn't have to, you know, change my mind on a new learning different program for my coins. So I use the same company and this exact same program just for coins, which makes it easier for me. I know exactly how to work it. But this is a really great way to keep your inventory on your coins. I haven't dove into this yet. I just literally got this. So I'm excited to actually get into it. I've got enough of a collection to actually start putting it into an inventory so I can start selling these. Because I will start selling my coins. I'm going to make a store, and eBay actually is where the best places to buy coins is eBay, believe it or not. And I used to have my business running on eBay a couple years ago. So it's kind of weird. And I said I would never go back to eBay. But if I was to do coins, I would have to go to eBay, because they are probably the best place to buy coins, trade and purchase and so forth. And so that's where this will be handy. I will get all my pictures in there, and all my coins, and how much the cost are, what I paid for them, what I'm going to sell them for. If there's any errors on it listed in there, I mean, everything goes in there. So this is really handy. All right, so. But your number one tool you'll want to have is your microscope. Microscope will be your end all and be all for you, because it's going to show you what you have. If you don't have this, and you only have a regular microscope, which is a good tool. I mean, everybody starts with the microscope because this is a typical tool. Everybody has one of these, you know, hanging around from school days, whatever, because these are handy. I use them for various stuff all through the house. So these are always good, but it does not give you the fine detail that this microscope will. This one is 10 times. This one starts at 50 times, and it goes up to 1,000 times. So it really, really, truly gets down into the errors of the coins, and you can see literally any kind of imperfections, marks, scratches, bumps, cud marks, whatever you're looking for, you're going to see it really, really good. So it has its own stand. You put the coin down. You can move the coin so you don't have to move the microscope, which is nice. And it also detaches and becomes a handheld, which I love, because all the other ones are not a handheld like this one is. And this one, you can just put the coin on your hand and move it around the coin. I move the coin around and not the microscope. Again, I still move the coin. You can use it for your PC, which is hardwired with an actual cord and USB cord. You hook up, plugs in the top, and then you plug it into your computer, which makes it great, because then you got the largest screen to see it on. And or you can use it for Wi-Fi. You just flip the switch to Wi-Fi here, and then you can use it with your phone, which I do when I'm on vacations. I'm sitting there looking at coins, because you always want to look at your coins no matter where you are. So when you're on vacation, hey, perfect. Throw this in your bag. This goes in your bag, and this actually twists right off. So you can take this apart, and so it doesn't break when you're traveling, and so it makes it very portable. It has a little lens cap on the end. You pop it off, and you see the lens here. It's got the lights inside. So it has got a light here, so you can adjust your light, which is very handy, because like with new coins, which I've got a whole box of new coins right now, I dim this thing down because a brand new coin reflects all the light right back up into the lens, and then you can't really see it. So you're getting too much reflection. So this helps with the the up and down dimming of the light. So that's really handy. So this thing, like I said, is my favorite tool I have, must have for coin collecting. It'll be one of your first tools you'll want to buy. It'll open up a whole world of coin and error searching that you've never had before. So you will enjoy it on a computer particularly, because then it makes it a lot larger and easier for the eyeballs. Like me, I'm getting to be 50, so my eyes are not that good anymore. So another tool you'll want to have is your scale to weigh your coins. It's important to weigh your coins just because if a coin's been stamped on a different planchet, then you can't visually look and tell that that's what the coin is. I mean, sometimes, well, some people you can see the different coloration maybe, or, something might catch your eye that you go, oh my God, something's different about that coin. Well, throwing it on a scale is going to confirm it, because if it's not the right weight and it's heavier, then maybe it is something wrong. Maybe it's, underweight, then maybe it's stamped on nickel and not on copper clad, like, so you never know what you have. So it's always good just to throw them on the scale. Make sure you look for the accurate weight of the coin, what it's supposed to weigh first. That way and you can throw it on. If it's a point higher and a point lower, I don't worry, because a brand new coin will, with nothing on, like some of these that I've weighed, and it's not even but 5.7, and that is like, I did a whole roll of brand new coins. They were 5.7, which is actually heavy because a coin is only supposed to be 5.67. So I don't, and that might just be my scale for all I know, but I will throw them off and redo it, and start over, reweigh it, make sure that you weigh it 2-3 times if it's off, just so that if it's wrong, it's wrong. So anyways, this is another good tool you'll want to have, is your scale. Important to have. Another handy tool you'll want to have here is an opener. I snagged this from my grandson, and sorry, bud. Gigi owes you. He busted me the other day when he saw my video. I was videoing with him, and he saw it on my desk and said, "Grandma, isn't that Gigi?" He calls me Gigi. "Isn't that my Lego piece?" I'm like, "Yes, it is, Bubba. It ended up in my bag, and I got it home with me. So I do owe him that." But I showed him why I use it and why I love it so much. And it's a tool that JB Coins and Ink, a group that I follow, which is coming up on Wednesday. I can't wait because they've been off all week. They have these, and they showed me, and I figured out what it was. It's a Lego piece, and I have it now. So they slides right under here, and it just rips open the rolls perfectly. So it's just perfectly made for the job. So it's just an extra little handy tool. It's not a must-have, but it's a nice to have. And another nice to have are these little envelopes that you can use for rainbowing your coins, which is kind of cool. I mean, I've never found one but I think I had a dime that was all rainbowed, and that's the only one I've ever seen that was just actually in my pocket change. But I've found some other ones now that I've been aware of them that have the rainbowing effect happening already. So if you want to do it, you put them in these little envelopes. They're made for that. They have no chemicals on it. There's no glue on the lip of the envelope. The weight of the coin holds it shut. I write on the top here the date I actually put it in the envelope. That way I know when I put it in, how long it's been in that envelope. And I'm going to probably put these away for a year. It's been recommended by JB and Coins, Miss B, to put them in for a year. So I'm going to put my coins away for a year, the ones I want to rainbow, and see if it actually has that effect, and see what happens, and test the theory, as they say. And then on the bottom here, I write usually the year and the mintage, and then what kind of coin it is. That way I can, when I'm filing them away, I have them all coins, nickels, dimes, quarters, whatever I have in these envelopes, so I know what they are. So quick reference. So I write them on in pencil only. That's the key. It was one of the things she says. So there's no chemical reaction if you use ink or any kind of way of changing the chemistry of the coin. So I use pencil and pencil only. So just a little tidbit on that. And then another thing you're going to want to have when you're collecting is your coin 2x2 holders. These are, they're different sizes. They're made out of cardboard and a poly, I guess like, it looks like a polyplastic of some sort that they actually put on here that protects your coins. You just bend them in half and you staple them, which makes it really easy. You staple it and boom, boom, around 3 sides is all I do. Seal them up, keeps them from being damaged, scratched, or anything like that. And they store really well right in your little plastic sleeves that are made exactly for this. They're 2x2, and they slide right into the little space, and you can hold your coins like this. Me, personally, I don't put them in this. I have a box that I put all my squares in, but I use these sleeves for the Post-its. Post-its fit also right into these little sleeves. They're a lot cheaper than the squares. I use the squares when they're really, really good coins, when I'm, I'm really like, wow, that one really blows my mind. So I put them immediately in here so that they're already wrapped, so that I know that one's a little bit better in my when I'm magnifying it, that it shows that this one's a little bit more significant than the ones I put in these. But I will just jot down what I'm, and sorry for my penmanship, it's a little off because I'm scribbling. But I scribble down what the coin is, quick reference, so that when I'm coming back through to do my inventory, to enter it into my inventory program, I know what I'm looking for. So when I'm doing my pictures, I'll know what coins got what, so I don't have to go back through the whole coin again. So I'll know what, if it's an odd verse, double D, reverse, a DDR, DDO, whatever it is. If it's just a beautiful coin, sometimes I just keep them for being beautiful. So like, see here, this whole pouch is full of beautiful coins. So I'll just put beautiful coin. Sometimes I write keepers, and so I generally try and put what is on here. So these are great to have. You're going to want to have those to keep your coins, really organized. And there's tiny little regular, the smallest Post-its you can get, perfect for the job. And I get different colors. And you can, be more fancy than me if you want. Use different colors for certain coins. I just didn't get that creative. But which is because I usually do get creative like that, but I didn't with that. So those are good tools to have. And then another big thing you're going to want to have are these. And what these are is you throw your coins in them. They hold your coins. And I toss them when I'm done weighing them and I've magnified them. I pick them up and I toss them right in there, and they just slide right in, and they don't bounce out. This thing is really greatly designed. It pulls them right in. They stack up, and when it gets to this little line right here, you're full. And you just take your little sleeves, and they're color coordinated to what kind of coin it is. Quarters or orange for the same, and for all the trays that you can get to put your rolls in, they are also orange. So they're all referenced to the same color. So you got orange for the quarters, and you've got blue for your nickels. So again, they're a little smaller, same concept, and it's for the blue. You open up put the coins in, you open up your little sleeve, and it slides right into the hole. And actually, you could almost put your wrapper in there while you're putting them in, but I just wait till after, and they slide right next to the coins. And sometimes you have to, twist it a little bit to get it in there, but it does work. And then you just pull them out, and boom, you got them rolled and ready to go to the bank. And when you are done rolling, I suggest you tape your rolls. It will save you a lot of the mess and having to re-roll anything when you try and take them to the bank, because these rolls can open up, because they're not like the bank rolled ones that are sealed on the ends and nicely tight rolled. These don't open, but these could. So they're always good to tape the ends. My bank, I always roll all my coins when I take them back to my bank. So I always throw the tape on there, and they appreciate that, because then when they're handling them, they don't pop open on their counter and whatever's, because that can make a big mess. And you have to count them back out. So that's 40 coins in a $10 roll. So it takes a minute to get all those coins together. So I will tape both ends, and I usually initial my coin rolls before I take them back to the bank. That way I don't get them back. when I go to the bank. I'll know I have handled these coins. I don't want to have to rehandle the same coins. So a lot of the banks, my bank anyways, have a lot of customers that come in and buy for their businesses, being restaurants, stores, and laundromats and so forth. They come in for coins. And so these coins, I have never once seen my coins come back around yet. You know, I know they have dump banks. A lot of people go to a dump bank and then they go to a bank to receive coins. I lately have been dumping at the same bank, but I do have other banks to choose from. I just have not chose to, because lately it's been, and I know how many, I've literally been standing there when customers come in and buy boxes of coins and and set up their stores for the whole week or whatever they need. So I don't worry about that, but I do mark them just in case. So I know if I get my coins back that they're mine. So that's another thing you'll want to do. So you've got your green, which is your dimes, a little smaller, same concept. And then you've got your red. Oops, you got your red for your pennies, and they don't have those filtered holders for the half dollars, but you have the half dollar, the rolls for the half dollar, like Kennedy half dollars, and then you've got your Susan B. Anthony's and your Sacagawea dollar rolls here. And then you've got the bigger rolls, the biggest coin of all, which is the $1 Eisenhower dollars. I do get them from the bank once in a while, so I do have some of these just in case I do get them. I can send them back to the bank because I do like to have them rolled for the bank. They appreciate that. And and then you have these kind of holders here. You've got these little plastic holders. They're convenient, I guess, when you want to toss in some of your coins, and take them somewhere and show them to somebody. You can handle these without them getting all banged up against each other. So that's kind of a good, I guess, a good way of. And then you have like little slots that hold all these, so you can actually put these in a box that they are made for these. But I don't have that. I don't use too many of these. I have a couple of Sacagaweas in them just for example, but these are kind of another holder you can get for your coins. So those are kind of nice. Not a must-have, but they're nice to have. And then another thing you're going to want, it's a must-have. I guess I can call this a must-have. Must-haves are something you really need to have just to make it work for you. I mean, because if you don't enjoy what you're doing, you're not going to want to keep doing it. And so you want to, enjoy the trade and the collection of, and the hobby of collecting coins. So plastic bags. I mean, I guess you could go to your kitchen and pull out your Ziplocs, you have in your kitchen. I'm sure they'd probably work. And I've had some bags that were in some Ziploc bags. They're not really durable enough unless they're the freezer ones. The freezer ones, I guess, would work because they're thicker like this. This is a thicker ply bag, but I buy these in bulk and they're really, really cheap. I mean, you can't go wrong with these. So I get the bigger sizes, and I'll give you examples. Say these are some of my pennies, and I've sorted these. These are all 2000 dimes, the year 2000. And when I'm sorting coins, and I'm using used coins, sorting used coins, or going through a box of coins that are used, I will throw them in bags. So I can go through the coins, look through them for dates that I'm looking for, mintages that I want to pull before I actually magnify. So I do all the big pulls first. So I always go through them first. So I end up throwing them in these bags. And I usually keep them to what they are. When I'm doing quarters, I make 3 piles of quarters. I make my Washingtons, I do my states, and then I do my national parks. And that's always the way I have them, 3 piles. So these bags I use all the time. And they have never let me down. They hold them, and like I said, you can pull tons of these in. I could fill this bag up, busting out the seam, and it will not pop open because the seal is really great. So I got these on Amazon, just plastic bags, storage bags. Easy peasy and cheap. So they got, and I buy the mid-size for just like, middle size, like I'm breaking them up into certain, pennies, nickels are a little bit better for these. And then I have these little ones that I use all the time when I'm finding stuff. I'll throw them into the bag, mark the bag what they are, so I know, like these are 2005 Ds. And I don't know why I have these divided, but I do. These are divided. Well, they're probably for my books, because I divided most of my coins so I can put them in my books. So these bags you're going to want to have some kind of bag system. So when you're sorting coins and you're pulling them out, you want to have something to put them in. So those bags are really, really handy. And easy for throwing them into a box. I use these boxes you can get at craft stores, Michael's Crafts actually, and this is what I use. And I market coins, sometimes other things. These are actual coins in it. Well, it was not anymore because now I have I have my boxes of and all of my wrappers for my coins. That's what's in here. So it's just coin stuff, I should say. That's what it says. It's coins, but I put all my stuff in here, and I store all my stuff. So these are really great handy boxes that you can get at like Michael's Crafts. They're like $5 a box, unless they have a special on them, which they do run, and then I can get a stock of them. So I have plenty of those. So those are handy just for putting all your stuff away. Okay, what else do we got here? All right, and then we've got all of our books. And you want to have just a towel, something dark colored, unless you want to work with white. But I like the darker ones. This was my son-in-law gave me this years ago, and my ex-son-in-law actually. But he gave me this, and it's perfect for my coins. It's dark colored, so it doesn't get too dirty, because coins are really, really dirty. When you're done using those things, your fingers will be dirty. My mom asked me the other day, are you wearing gloves? And I said, I wear gloves when I'm handling new coins, but not when they're old, which sounds like I should do it backwards. I should be wearing gloves when I'm doing old coins and not with new. But with new, I'm trying to keep them new, and I don't want to put my greasy hands on them. So that's why I do wear gloves when I'm handling the new coins. And when I am holding them, I use them only on the edges so that I don't put my fingerprints and stuff on it, which will collect dirt, because we all know oil collects dirt. So that's why I don't wear, and I wash my hands. I stop when I'm collecting, and I wash my hands periodically, because they do get really, really dirty. So another thing you might want to do are these books. These books are really great. They teach kids. This is what I'm doing for my grandson, so he can learn about coins too, because he's just like me. He's my mini me, and so he's into coins already. I've been already teaching him. He's only 4. So this one's the national parks, and as you can see, it's got all the states in it. Hopefully you can see all this. It's got the states and all the coins. I only have a few more I have to get to finish this book, and they're all the P's. I put the P's over here on this side, and these are all the D's. So these are really great. They teach the kids to see the artwork that's put on these. Gives them a little education of where they're located. As you know, we all have to learn where the states are in school. So this is really handy because it's a map. And I love maps. I was into maps as a kid, so I love maps. So this is really cool. These are books that are about the size of a record player, a full album. So that's about an album size book. That's what I say. Our generation, we know what albums are. I don't know about my daughter's generation. They don't really know what albums are. But we do, so as of my generation anyways. And then you got the 50 states book that I put together for him. This one's completely done, but one coin. And it is the 2009 U.S. Virgin Islands the Philadelphia mint. I have a hard time finding out here on my coast that I live. So when I go home, I try and get all my P's when I'm over there. So hopefully when I get home next, when this COVID's over, I can go home and I can get some more P's and fill this book up. So yes, so that's the only one I'm missing, but this one's a really cool one. And again, it's the same kind of concept. It's educational. It teaches about the different states and the coin and the artwork behind the coins, which I'm an artist. So I love the art as well. So those are really cool. And then you've got these style holders you can buy. I haven't gotten into my coin nickels yet, which is shocking because I have a great nickel collection, buffalo nickels. But I do not have put them all together yet. But these are really nice to have. It's a little different style of a book. You can put these in a 2-ring binder, and you slide the little sleeve out. Put your coin in. Let me see if I can do it here. Flip this around. It's the back that opens. Well, I can't get it to open. Huh. Okay. I can't. All right. Well. Here we go. See, it slides out. You slide your coin in. You put your coin in on this side, and then you slide your plastic back over. So it's okay, I guess you can say. As you can see, that wasn't that easy. But these, you know, they'll work for what the whole purpose of collecting. So it'll protect your coins. So these are kind of cool. And then you've got these styles for the dimes. And I filled this book already. So these are for the Roosevelt Dimes, and this one's full, and this one's from like 1965 to 2004, and each book has a different year. So this one here is from 2005, so it picks up, this book picks up where this one left off, and I've got a few 2009s to get, and 2020, 21s to get, and this book will be full too. So yeah, so those are great. So that's a dime book. Then you've got these style quarter books. These are for the state quarters. These are my books. Those books that I showed you were for my grandson. I actually have another grandson, a newborn, so I'm going to have to make another book for him, but he's newborn, so we can wait a little bit. I'll get to his too. But these are state quarters here, and see, these are my books, and so this is mine, and I'm still missing 2009s. This seems to be the year. If you see 2009s, keep them, because those are hard to find. They're really just, you don't find them in circulation anymore. Everybody's snatching them up, so they are disappearing. So if you get 2009, put them away. They're a little hard to find. In pocket change anyways, and in rolls. I have not found any. I keep all of them when I do. So this one, I make two books. One is the P's, and one is my D's. So that, see here, I wrote D. So this book is full. It's the P's I'm still missing. So it's always the P's and the 2009s. They're really hard to find. Even the D's are hard to find, but I found them a lot quicker. And then you've got your national books, this style. This is a little different. This one comes from Whitman, and this is Warman's. So everybody has, you know, different kind of style books. But these are the popular styles. And this one has both mintages on it in one book, which I like. Whitman's. The Whitman's are, to me, my favorite books because they have both mintages in one book. Instead of having to buy two books, you get one book, you get both mintages, so it's easier to store all your coins. So you can see I'm missing quite a few still, but I'll get to it. I've been filling KJ's books quicker than mine right now. So, all right, so those are really handy to have. And another cool little doodad is this little coin holder. You slide this little cover off, and you stack up your coins in it. And when I'm going through change, my own change, pocket change, so forth, you know, I'll throw in any 2020 dime or nickels and pennies in here. So these are all 2020s. I've already rolled a whole roll of dimes already and put it away. So now I'm down to like 2 dimes, starting over, looking for 2020s. These are all 2020 coins, quarters. I have nickels in between to divide them where each kind of year, because the 2020s came out with 5 different designs. So they're all divided up in here. Some of these are 2020s as well, and they're all newer style. These were, you know, not like my new rolls like I have now. So I'm going to probably switch some of these out for the new ones that I have. And these have some 2019s that are new as well. And these are half Kennedy, half dollars that I have not finished going through. So these are like need to finish, haven't gone through, or I'm collecting them just so I can go through them. I have not done anything with these, but this is a great little holder. It's a little heavy when you put all your coins in it, but it's a cool little box. It's got a pretty good size to it, so to hold all the weight of the coins. It's a little bulky, but it sits on your desk really nice, covers it up so it can't, you know, fall out. So I love it. Pretty cool. So anyways, I think we have done everything on my book or on my table and all the books, and I think we are done. I don't see anything else or think of anything else. So I'm going to end my video here. Everybody, I hope you enjoy some of this. I hope you've learned a little bit of what coin collecting is all about. It is an enjoyable hobby, and I've really been addicted to it. That's why I've even created this channel, just because it's something I want to share with everybody else and see the enjoyment in it, because people are not into coins as they used to be. So I'd love to bring it back in and get some more people to enjoy these, and because it is a fun thing to do. And anyways, you have a wonderful evening, and I will see you soon. click that like button down below on the description for me. I'd really appreciate it. If you do like my videos, that is. If not, well, you know, you can give me a thumbs down, but, you know, I'm just trying here. I'm just trying to educate. If you have something to say, hey, please, by all means, give me a response. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your opinions, and I'm like a sponge. I want to learn. So if you have some education, you have a tip, you want to critique me, whatever you want, just give it to me. I can handle it, and I will enjoy it. So, and hit that little bell next to the notification so you can get all my videos so when I get them posted. So I will be trying to post as often as I can. So have a good day. This is Linda with Copperhead Collectibles. Have a good day. Bye-bye.